At the bottom of our world lies Antarctica, a land of ice, mystery, and awe. It is a place that feels almost otherworldly, as if it belongs to a different planet altogether. Here, the sun can linger on the horizon for months, painting the sky with colors you never imagined. It's not a place of cities or roads, but of endless, untouched wilderness. The landscape stretches on forever, a frozen canvas where time seems to stand still, and the only footprints are those of the wind and the rare visitor. The air is the purest on Earth, and the silence is so deep it feels alive. In this vast quiet, every sound is magnified: the crunch of snow underfoot, the distant call of a bird, the whisper of the wind. For centuries it was just a rumor, terra australis incognita, the unknown southern land. Maps showed only blank spaces and legends grew about what might lie at the world's edge. Early explorers imagined it, but the journey was too perilous to prove its existence. The cold, the storms, and the endless ice kept its secrets well hidden from the world. Yet the idea of Antarctica became the ultimate challenge, the last great prize in the age of discovery. Adventurers risked everything to reach its shores, driven by curiosity and the hope of glory. Today it's a continent dedicated to peace and science, where nations unite to study our planet's past and future. Here, researchers from around the globe work side by side, unlocking secrets hidden deep within the ice. The stories of Shackleton, Scott, and Amundsen echo across its frozen plains, reminders of human resilience. Their courage and determination are woven into the very fabric of this land. Antarctica is more than ice. It's a symbol of international cooperation and human spirit. It stands as proof that even in the harshest places, people can come together for a greater purpose. To stand here is to feel wonder and humility, to be reminded of nature's raw power. The sheer scale of the landscape makes you realize how small we truly are in the face of such majesty. This land does not yield to human will. It commands respect. Every step is a lesson in patience, endurance, and reverence for the forces that shape our world. It invites you not to conquer, but to witness its majesty and listen to the ancient stories told by wind and ice. Here, the past and present merge in a dance of light, shadow, and memory. Antarctica is a journey to the end of the Earth, and deep into oneself. It challenges your limits and rewards you with a sense of connection to something far greater. Here you discover not just a continent but a new perspective on our world. In the silence and the cold, you find clarity, a reminder of the beauty, fragility, and wonder that still exist at the edges of the map. The journey to Antarctica begins long before you see ice. It starts with anticipation, with the first steps onto the ship, and the sense of embarking on an adventure to the edge of the world. The air is filled with excitement and a hint of nervousness as travelers gather, ready to leave the familiar behind. Most travelers depart from South America, crossing the legendary Drake Passage, a stretch of water known for its unpredictable moods and storied history. As the ship pulls away from the last traces of civilization, the realization sets in: you are heading into the unknown. The ship becomes a small vessel in a vast, churning sea, 2 days of endless water and sky. The horizon blurs and time seems to slow as you settle into the rhythm of the ocean, rocked by the waves and surrounded by nothing but the expanse of blue. The Drake Passage is a rite of passage, sometimes calm, sometimes a wild test of endurance. Each crossing is different, and every traveler has their own story of the Drake, whether it's the thrill of towering waves or the surprise of a gentle crossing. On board, experts prepare you for what lies ahead: Antarctica's geology, wildlife, and strict protocols to protect its pristine environment. Lectures and briefings fill the days, building anticipation and deepening your understanding of the extraordinary place you're about to visit. As you approach, the air sharpens, the water deepens in color, and the first iceberg appears, a floating sculpture brilliant and otherworldly. Cameras click and voices hush in awe at this first glimpse of the Antarctic realm. This first sighting is pure magic, a promise of the continent beyond the horizon. It's a moment that marks the true beginning of your Antarctic adventure, stirring a sense of wonder in everyone on board. Excitement buzzes through the ship as more icebergs appear, dotting the sea like ghostly ships. Some are jagged, sculpted by wind and water into fantastic shapes that seem almost unreal. Others are massive and flat-topped, stretching for miles, silent giants drifting in the frigid current, reminders of the continent's immense power. The scale is staggering, the transformation complete. The world you knew is left behind, replaced by a landscape of ice and water that feels both alien and breathtakingly beautiful. The ship navigates carefully through this icy maze, the hull crunching through brash ice. Every sound and jolt is a reminder of how far you've come and how close you are to your destination. The world shifts from gray to a dazzling white and blue, a prelude to Antarctica itself. The light is sharper, the air feels cleaner, and the sense of anticipation grows with every passing mile. Every moment brings you closer to a place unlike any other. The first sight of land on the horizon is a thrill, a sign that the journey's most extraordinary chapter is about to begin. The anticipation builds. You are on the threshold of the last true wilderness. Hearts race, cameras are readied, and everyone is eager for that first step onto the ice. Soon, you will set foot on the frozen continent, an experience that will stay with you forever, marking the start of your own Antarctic story. Arrival in Antarctica is unforgettable. The anticipation builds as you approach, a sense of adventure and awe growing with every passing moment. For many, this is the culmination of a lifelong dream, a journey to the end of the earth. The ship anchors in a bay surrounded by snow-covered mountains, the air still and cold. The landscape is both intimidating and inviting, a place where nature reigns supreme and time seems to stand still. You board a Zodiac, skimming across icy water for your first close-up view. The wind bites at your cheeks and the spray of the sea is sharp and bracing, heightening your senses as you draw closer to the untouched shore. Stepping onto the continent, your boots crunch on frozen ground, a sound that echoes in the immense silence. Each step feels momentous, as if you are treading on sacred, ancient earth. You are standing on the seventh continent, the coldest, driest, highest place on earth. The sheer scale of the wilderness is humbling, and you realize how small you are in this vast expanse. The air is so crisp it feels like your first real breath. Each inhale is invigorating, filling your lungs with a purity you've never known before. There are no trees, no buildings, just raw, elemental beauty. The silence is profound, broken only by the distant call of a bird or the shifting of ice. The landscape stretches endlessly, a panorama of white and blue under a blinding sun. The light reflects off the snow, dazzling your eyes and making the world feel infinite. You feel privileged and humbled, a guest in a world that existed long before you. Here you are reminded of the planet's ancient past and its enduring mysteries. A penguin waddles by, a seal lounges on ice, reminders that you are a visitor in their realm. Life here is resilient, adapted to the harshest conditions on Earth. The cold grounds you in this reality, the silence invites reflection. In this moment, you are fully present, aware of every sensation and every breath. Your first steps here are not just onto new land, but into a new way of seeing the world. Antarctica changes you, offering a perspective that lingers long after you leave. Antarctica demands presence, and rewards it with wonder. It is a place that imprints itself on your soul, a memory you will carry forever. Antarctica's landscape is a masterpiece of ice and time. White dominates, but in endless variety: soft snow, hard glaciers, crystalline flakes. The blues are luminous, glowing from deep crevasses and ancient ice. Vast ice sheets hold millennia of stories, glaciers carve valleys, and calving icebergs thunder into the sea. Jagged mountains pierce the sky, their dark rocks stark against the snow. Sunrises and sunsets paint the land in surreal hues: pink, orange, purple. The landscape is always in motion. Ice flows, snow drifts, sea freezes and thaws. Every bay and island is a new natural artwork, minimalist and sublime. Here, nature's artistry is patient and powerful. Antarctica is a living gallery of elemental beauty. Antarctica's silence is profound, unlike any other on Earth. In a world of constant noise here, stillness reigns. When the wind calms, a deep quiet settles, almost tangible. This silence is not empty, it's full of presence. You hear your footsteps, your breath, even your heartbeat. The distant crack of shifting ice, the call of a penguin, the sigh of a whale. Each sound is magnified, meaningful. The silence sharpens your senses, inviting reflection and calm. Nature's voice takes center stage, pure and unfiltered. In this quiet, every sound matters. The silence is a rare gift, soothing the mind and soul. It offers perspective, a chance to see life anew. Antarctica's greatest treasure may be the peace found in simply listening. Despite the harshness, Antarctica teems with life. Penguins, Adelie, Gentoo, Chinstrap, waddle on land, swim like torpedoes in water, and fill the landscape with energy. Seals lounge on ice floes, Weddell, leopard, crab-eater. each perfectly adapted to the cold. Their thick blubber insulates them, and their curiosity allows for close, respectful encounters. The seas are alive with whales, humpbacks, minkies, orcas, drawn by nutrient-rich waters. Seeing a whale breach or surface nearby is awe-inspiring, a reminder of nature's grandeur. These animals thrive where humans need technology to survive. Their fearlessness is unique. With no land predators, they accept visitors as part of the scenery. Observing them is a privilege and a responsibility. Their resilience is a lesson in adaptation and harmony with the environment. This is their home, mastered over millennia. Protecting it is our duty. Antarctica's beauty is matched by its power. The weather is the most extreme on Earth, coldest, windiest, and wildly unpredictable. Katabatic winds can create whiteouts in moments, sun and storm trade places in an instant. Safety is paramount. Experienced guides read the weather, and strict rules protect everyone. Dressing right is survival layers, insulation, waterproof shells, and no exposed skin. The cold is unforgiving. Frostbite is a real risk. The environment's dangers are part of the adventure, demanding respect and discipline. This is not a passive vacation, but an active expedition. The challenges foster deep appreciation for nature's dominance. Here you learn humility and resilience. The land's power shapes every experience. Antarctica is a humbling lesson in the force of the natural world. Antarctica is a vital, fragile treasure, its fate tied to our planet's health. Its ice sheet reflects sunlight, regulating climate. Its ocean absorbs carbon dioxide. What happens here affects weather, sea levels, and ecosystems worldwide. The Antarctic Treaty protects this land for peace and science, banning military activity and mining. Visitors must leave no trace, pack out everything, keep distance from wildlife, and decontaminate gear. Even small changes can have big consequences in this delicate ecosystem. The greatest threat is climate change, melting ice, rising seas, and disrupted food webs. Protecting Antarctica means acting on climate change at home. Reduce your carbon footprint, support sustainable policies, and advocate for the planet. The future of Antarctica, and our own, depends on what we do now. We are all stewards of this silent continent. Antarctica leaves a mark on your soul, a journey that changes you. You return with more than memories. You gain a new perspective on our planet. The silence, the beauty, the resilience of life here inspire a deep connection to nature. You don't have to visit to be moved. Read, watch, and learn about this extraordinary place. Let its story inspire you to protect our world. Antarctica stands for peace, cooperation, and hope, a symbol of what humanity can achieve together. By honoring its legacy, we build a more sustainable future. Let this silent continent inspire your own journey of discovery. Follow the stories of explorers and scientists who share its wonders. The world is full of beauty, waiting to be discovered. Antarctica's whisper is just the beginning of a lifelong journey of wonder.